How's it going, guys, and welcome back to FMSCOUT. This is ABTFM, and today we are going to talk about international management. I am going to present you 10 nations that will potentially dominate the world football in the future. Well, I know there are a lot of great players from different countries. However, I am just going to cover 10 nations in today's video. So, if I did not mention the nation you had in mind, leave a comment down below and tell me about it. Before we start the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified so you wouldn't miss out any of our video. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the first nation on the list. First nation I have on my list is Belgium. Well, according to FM21, Belgium is ranked at the first position in the world ranking. Well, right now, we know Belgium has got a number of incredible players including Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Thibaut Courtois, and so on. You may notice that they are almost at their late 20s and stepping into their 30s in few years' time. However, you don't have to worry about the next generation because you have got a bunch of Wonderkids coming from Belgium. For example, in the goalkeeping area, you have got arguably the best Wonderkid goalkeeper Martin van der Wood, the young central defender Zinho van Helsten, midfielders Pierre Dormo, Charles de Ketelaere, and Marco Cana. Attacking-wise, you have got Jeremy Doku and Mathis Servias. So many Wonderkids are waiting to come into the first team. Despite having 13 World Cup appearances, the Red Devils have never won the competition. The best finish in the World Cup is third, which is the Russia 2018 tournament. Yet, with this bunch of talented players coming into the first team very soon, they can potentially win the major tournament in few years' time. The second nation is Brazil, who is also the second in the world ranking. The 5 times World Cup winner is full of talented players in their current squad. You have big players like Neymar, Roberto Firmino, Marquinhos in the defense, Fabinho and Casemiro in the midfield, and also 2 of the best goalkeepers in the current world, Alisson Becker and Edson Moraes. As we all know, Brazil always produce a bunch of Wonderkids, and in FM21, undoubtedly, Brazil is one of the countries that produce incredible young players. So for example, you have got well-known youngsters like Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo playing for Real Madrid, Anthony from Ajax and Tete from Shakhtar, Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal, or players like Gustavo Asuncao, Marcos Antonio, Gabriel Menino, and so on, waiting in the under-20 squad. Well, definitely Brazil is going to dominate the world football someday. So are you going to take over the South America giant and win them their 6th World Cup trophy? Moving on to the third nation, I have France, the previous World Cup winner. Well, obviously, France still got a bunch of relatively young and incredible players, including Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Kingsley Coman is only 24 years old as well. You also have Lucas Hernandez, Benjamin Pavard, Clement Lenglet, and other big name players. Even in the next 5 years, you still have Wonderkids like Eduardo Camavinga, Ryan Ait-Nouri, Wesley Fofana, John Claire Todibo, Moussa Diaby, and so on to come into the first team squad. France national team don't really have to worry about the future, and on paper, they are surely going to dominate the world football. Well, last time they won the World Cup, but they missed out the Euro Cup. It is a chance for you to make that happen. Win that Euro 2021 with France national team. England is the 4th nation on my list, and they are also 5th in the world ranking in FM21. Well, many people are saying that this bunch of English players are the best one after the golden generation. While back in World Cup 2018, England's campaign in Russia ended with a 2-0 defeat by Belgium, which means the 3 Lions finished in the 4th place. It was the 2nd best performance after winning the World Cup back in 1966. So if you look at their current squad right now, they have got some talented players including Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold, the clinical goal scorer Harry Kane. You have some experienced players like Jordan Henderson and Kyle Walker, or some youngsters that are ready for the first team football like Jadon Sancho, Mason Mount, Joe Gomez, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. In terms of the English Wonderkids, you have Brandon Williams, Max Aarons, and Reece James at the fullback department, Oliver Skipp, Jude Bellingham, and Curtis Jones in the midfield area, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Dwight McNeil, and Bukayo Saka as the winger. Even some great youngsters like Mason Greenwood and Phil Foden are good enough for the first team football. So, is football coming home? I guess I'll leave this question for you to answer. Fifth nation on my list, I have the previous Euro Cup winner Portugal, while currently ranked at the 8th position in the world ranking. Yes, if you look at Portugal's senior squad, their players are relatively older than the other nation. For example, you have Rui Patricio, who is 32 years old now. Joao Moutinho is 33, Cristiano Ronaldo is 35, Pepe is 37, and Bruno Alves is 38. However, there are still a bunch of incredible youngsters in the team like Francisco Trincao, João Felix, Ruben Dias, Diogo Jota. Bruno Fernandes is only 25 as well. While as for the Wonderkids, a lot of them come from Portugal. Florentino Luis, Thomas Esteves, Nuno Mendes, Goncalo Ramos, and Fabio Silva are the players that we will be looking at in the future. The senior players might be a little bit older compared to the other nations, but don't worry, the youngsters are definitely ready to step in and make a difference. So Portugal is the 5th nation on the list. In the number 6 nation in this video, I have Spain, the World Cup winner back in 2010 as well as the winner of both 2008 Euro Cup and the 2012 Euro Cup. Well, they are currently in the 9th position in the world ranking. While to be absolutely brutal, Spain has not been doing well recently since the retirement of some notable players like Andres Iniesta, Xavi, Fernando Torres, David Villa, and so on. Well, the current senior squad is aging with all the experienced players like Sergio Ramos, Gerard Piqué, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets all stepping into their 30s or already in their 30s. Are not performing well in recent years. However, they do have a bunch of young Wonderkids that are ready and waiting for a challenge, including the Barcelona winger Ansu Fati, another Barcelona midfielder Pedri, Manchester City new summer signing Ferran Torres, even a young goalkeeper by the name of Alejandro Iturbe is waiting in the under-20 squad. So it is time for you to take over La Roja and try winning them their 2nd World Cup trophy. Next up, I have Italy on the list. After winning the World Cup back in 2006, things did not go well in the Italy national team. With their key players retiring one by one after the major tournament, Italy has been performing under expectations in all competition. They are currently sitting at the 13th position in the world ranking behind Mexico and Switzerland. While looking at their current squad, they have got some quality players like Ciro Immobile, Lorenzo Insigne, Alessandro Florenzi, Alexio Romagnoli, and some experienced players like Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini. Well, in their next generation, there are some really big name Wonderkids like the central defender Andrea Papetti, defensive midfielder Nicolo Rovella and Sandro Tonali, the talented goalkeeper Manuel Gasperini, and of course the deadly FM21 striker Sebastiano Esposito. Well, not that bad in terms of the young players, and they definitely have the potential to dominate the world football in the future. Another nation with bunch of talented players, Netherlands, is the next team on the list, currently sitting at the 14th position in the world ranking just behind Italy. Well, after the retirement of Arjen Robben and Robin van Persie, the Orange shockingly missed out the last World Cup. However, the player worked really hard recently and successfully qualified for the 2021 Euro Cup. While they have got players that step up in recent years, for example, Liverpool's key man Virgil van Dijk and Jorginho Wijnaldum, previous Ajax player Matthias de Ligt, Frankie de Jong and Donny van de Beek, talented striker Memphis Depay, and experienced players like Daley Blind and Kevin Strootman. While in their under-21 squad, they do have a bunch of notable Wonderkids. One of the best future left-back in FM21, Owen Wijndal, young and talented midfielder Ryan Gravenberch, amazing young attackers like Nasi Unova, Joshua Zirkzee, and Myron Boudu are also in the Dutch national team. Well, Netherlands' best finish in World Cup was back in 1974, 1978 and 2010, where they finished second in the tournament. They are yet to win the World Cup, so you might want to be the man to help them out. Moving on to the next nation, and this is an interesting one in my opinion, which is the United States. Well, I believe most of you guys know the US women national team is brilliant in the women football. However, the men national team isn't the same story. They are currently sitting at the 21st position in the world ranking, same as Netherlands. They are yet to win a single World Cup. Well, the best finish was in the 3rd place back in 1930, and the United States has participated in every World Cup since 1990 until 2014, but they did not qualify for the 2018 competition for the first time since 1986. After some notable players like London Donovan and Tim Howard retired from the national team, they do have a bunch of exciting young prospects in their first team squad now. The players that we are looking at are the Chelsea man Christian Pulisic, Dortmund midfield maestro Joe Reyna, Barcelona new signing Serginho Dest, Valencia midfielder Yunus Musa, Juventus new signing Weston McKennie, and the striker Josh Sargent. They have so many talented young players, so I don't see why they can't dominate the world football, or should I say, soccer. Last but not least, I have Norway on my list. Yes, they might not be as strong as the other nation, which only sitting at the 43rd position in the world ranking. Well, look at their current senior squad, you may don't really know most of them other than the Bournemouth striker Joshua King or the ex-Aston Villa goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland. However, I'm sure you know the most powerful and talented young striker in the world football right now, Erling Haaland. While Norway's future is bright, they also have players like Martin Odegaard, Leo Ostigard, Alexander Soloff, Christopher Ayer, and Jens Peter Haug. All of them are exciting young prospects that have the ability to change the game and smash their opponent. Although in real life they did miss out the Euro 2021, but I am very looking forward to seeing them qualify in the upcoming World Cup and deliver a great performance. Anyways, these are the 10 nations that can potentially dominate the world football in the future. Well, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with me. Also, which nation did I miss out? Let me know in the comment as well. So that's all from me today, and I am ABTFM, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.